beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look at 5 and 10. Listening once again, with candy canes and silver rings and glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Right in every store, but the prettiest sight you'll see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hollies is a pistol that shoots, is a wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls will talk and go for a walk, it's the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, there's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. Turn up the volume a little bit here. We can't turn it way down.
We're not doing anything back here. It's all up there.
So earlier we turned it way down back there. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, 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 Christmas. Sing. Yes, it is.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work. We're gonna know it. Know it together. It's gonna happen right now. It's gonna work perfectly. Just because it's the book. Apparently it's not condensed. That's okay. Because this did happen before, we have a printer. We love you, Treasure. Thank you so much for your patience, you guys.
That's right.
It's just the type of thing, it always happens. You know what, I left the end up here, so it's okay. All right, how about this one? It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and great happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Wonderful time of the year.
Hey. Hi. Welcome to Pass Center for Spiritual Living. Hey, you made it. You got here. You got through another week. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us, but you have some technical things. I'm gonna buy some new mic cords. I think that's where we're going. I've taped it. I've done it. All right, we're gonna go to the secondary. Okay. How's that? Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in this morning, and we're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that's read our vision mission statement. It's up on the screen in front of you. It says,
"We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles."
Well, here we are this morning, and it's December. What happened? All of a sudden it's December. Well, I have some announcements here for you this morning. First off, the halls have been decked. I want to thank our team. Paula headlined and pulled everything together out of the attic of our consciousness and got all these lovely decorations. And Janice and Roxanne and Gina and Bucky and Chip and Vajra and Lori and Ralph and Jacob and Paula and Reverend Steve all helped. Also, on Friday night, the Joyful Sound Chorus, we're going to change that name, I have a feeling, showed up and caroled on, was it G Street? G and 6th? Yes, in front of the Emporium. And I want to thank everybody that came out and sang our little chorus. And then we all went and had dinner together. It was really nice at the Twister Court. It was very fun. So, also a new announcement, save the date. Sunday, December 31st at 2 p.m., that's after our Sunday service at 2 p.m., I'm playing in a rock band now. It's the bass. We play a bunch of, we're called classic covers, because we play classic rock cover songs. But everybody's invited. It's going to be a fundraiser for our center. 100% of the proceeds goes right back into the center. The band has been rehearsing here. That's the drum set up here. So you'll finally get to see somebody play the drums if you come on Tuesday at 2. Sunday at 2, the 31st. And that's New Year's Eve day. Okay? So if you want to kick your New Year's off right, come start the party at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, it is a rock band. So if you wear hearing aids, you can leave at home. And if you're sensitive to loud rock music, you might, maybe we'll do it on Zoom so you can watch it there and turn it down. But we're going to have some fun. We play a bunch of Tom Petty songs and some Pink Floyd and some other miscellaneous stuff. But it'll be fun to see your minister up here playing the bass and singing some backup. So we hope you can make that. Our other announcements, excuse me, are there right after the Center Church today at noon. We're going to have a community forum. That is where everybody can come, get your food and kick back and just ask questions of the board. Most of our board members will be here. If you have anything that you want to talk about or ask questions about, we can do that. So we are starting that up. We haven't been doing that since our COVID experience, and now we're starting that up again so that we can have every quarter the board answers your questions. And if you ever have any questions for the board, there is a little box in the back that you can put a question. You can be anonymous if you like, or you can sign your name to it so we can personally talk to you about what you're wanted to address. But we are an open, loving, spiritual community here for you. Events, holiday party, December 15th, Friday night at 5 p.m. Come and break bread with us. We will provide the ham and turkey, and you bring your favorite side dish to share it. We have an optional gift exchange, $20 value. Sign up on the back counter so we know how many people are coming. Love donations will be accepted to offset the charge for the dinner, but it's open to all and it is free. So come and break bread with us. Classes, foundations classes starting January 5th. It is, would you like to enhance your spiritual connection to a higher power? Are you ready to discover your emerging direction and purpose and how to make that happen? Please join Reverend Steve for a 10-week of self-discovery and revelation with an experiential format of lecture, discussion, sharing, and process. And has anybody taken the foundations? Oh, I'm deep down preaching to the choir here. But if you haven't and you want to know more about this teaching and you get to know the other people in the class really well, which is fun, please sign up and come do 10 weeks with us. It includes a Saturday workshop on spiritual mind treatment, and the class cost is usually $200. It has been waived. It is only $45 for the certificate fee. You will need a Science of Mind textbook, which I think will be available in the bookstore in a week or so. And it's Fridays from 1 to 4. So please come and join us for that. As usual, our metaphysical book study is every Sunday from 9 to 9:45 in the LEC building. We're studying the Science of Mind textbook. And our meditation group is from 9:50 to 10:05 over in the LEC. This is a time to go into silence with our practitioners. And if you do come in late, we want people to have a great experience. So we're asking if you don't make it by the time they close the door, to just come over here and sit in the Daisy room and have your own meditation so as not to bother them over there. And I think that does it. Right now we will have Treasure. We'll all stand and sing as Treasure sings us, what is it? We Are One.
Take a nice deep breath together. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony, as peace has come, as we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony, as peace has come, as we are one. Right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Jamaica Wallace, and I am your podium practitioner for today. Can you please join me in reciting today's gratitude together?
In gratitude, I nurture the divine spark of wholeness that always resides within me, and so it is.
What is a practitioner and what do we do? On your seat backs in front of you, there is a gold sheet, looks like this, that explains what practitioners do at GPCSL and provides our phone numbers. These sheets are also on the practitioner table in the back. And remember that you can fill out a yellow prayer request that is also in the seat back, or go to grantspasscsl.org to fill out a prayer request online. We love to pray for and with you. Each Sunday after service, we are available for a short prayer treatment. Any practitioners that are available today after service, please raise your hands. Perfect. So anyone you see, we would be available for a short prayer afterwards. Thank you. Today we have Bucky Dinnerline in the back. She is our table practitioner. What that means is she is just in the back holding the love, holding the high watch for all of us. And she is also available after this service. If you are in need of prayer, you can go back and speak with Bucky, and she can either pray with you or direct you to one of us that are available. Okay. December birthdays. Do we have anybody who has a birthday in December? Please stand up.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And we would like to give a big thank you to Tanya and Bill for the beautiful poinsettia flowers that are up here. Thank you guys. And do we have anybody that is here for their first time? Please raise your hand for us because we have a little gift we'd like to offer to you. Welcome. Please make sure you stay after the service. We always have goodies and fun and fellowship and get to know us. We love that you're here. Welcome home. Okay. If you do have a cell phone, this is just a reminder to please go ahead and put that on silence now. And let's go ahead and read today's prayer together.
Wholeness flows through my entire being. I nurture all aspects of myself and am in balance as I connect with the divine in every matter of my life. And so it is.
And please remain seated as we sing I Am Loved. Well, this month our theme is living as wholeness. I found an article in the Science of Mind
Speaking of phones.
Spirits in the house.
Okay, so here, you want the good news?
The phone terrified.
I think that's Kara just trying to wait. We're just gonna know that it's gonna stay quietly.
Our
Wait.
prayers were working. So delay. You gotta patience. Okay, so one of my favorite go-to is the daily magazine, the Science of Mind Daily Magazine. I absolutely love that magazine, and it has daily readings. I love to go to it to just help get grounded. And there was one that was yesterday. It was yesterday's reading that I just thought was absolutely perfect. So some of you may have already read it, but I thought it was worth reading again. So, right? Okay. Maybe.
Do you want to use that one?
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be better.
Your trade?
Yeah, I can just step over here.
There you go, perfect.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So, for December 2nd, the title of the article was The Wholeness of Physical Form. And the quote today that I'm going to start with is from John Kabat-Zinn. And it states, "Perhaps the most spiritual thing any of us can do is simply to look through our own eyes. See with eyes of wholeness and act with integrity and kindness." As metaphysicians, we most likely think of wholeness as an exclusively spiritual concept. However, wholeness also applies to how we function on this earthly plane. Our bodies exist within a wholeness that is as absolute as our spiritual nature. We look at our bodies and see them as separate from one another, but that is an illusion. As we breathe, we receive airborne particles from other organisms, plants, animals, and yes, other human beings. It takes only seconds when someone walks into a room for this exchange to begin. This also applies to our energetic interactions, which impact our relationships, our work, our money, and all our exchanges of goods and services. We live on a planet that functions holistically. The Earth's surface has a positive electrical charge. 50 miles up is what's called an ionosphere, which has a negative electrical charge. In between is an electrostatic field that holds everything to the planet like a magnet. It functions as if jello with raisins. As a result, when one raisin vibrates, all raisins vibrate. Quantum mechanics explains that every particle of energy emits an associated information wave that moves faster than the speed of light. As a result, we are all interconnected and constantly influenced by one another's thoughts and emotions. So I invite you to just take those thoughts and the thought of wholeness with you to the silence for a few moments, and then we'll close back with the meditation. This place, I celebrate the oneness of our journey together. I see the divine in all things, and I claim our good in the time we spend together today. I give great thanks for each individualized, unique expression of spirit present in each person here today, each of us that are on Zoom, knowing that this time together is a blessing for all. And I release this gratitude and this love directly into the universal, living, loving love, and we wisdom. And we can bring it together and say, it's well.
And now we will have some special music by Treasure and Edwards, please. Whenever you're listening.
Thank you. So if you've been here for any amount of time at all, you know that I love Christmas carols. And pretty much every year I come back to them and share caroling. I'm gonna put this together as though it's working perfectly because I know it is. So it's a big deal for me to say that after all these years, of doing Christmas caroling, that I have a brand new favorite Christmas song that I want to share with you today. This is my favorite of all time, but just saying, oh wow. Let there be peace, peace to every nation. Let there be hope for all the world to see. Let there be love and joy to all the children. Let there be peace on earth for you and me. If I had one wish on my Christmas list, it wouldn't be for presents on my tree. There'll be no more tears for crying, no more wars for fighting, and every mother's child will have enough to eat. So when I get down on my knees to pray, I ask the Lord above to light the way, and let there be peace, peace to every nation. Let there be hope for all the world to see. Let there be love, joy to all the children. Let there be peace on earth for you and me. And I'm getting nearer. All I want to see is true compassion looking back at me. I wanna love my neighbor. Be the hands and feet of Jesus. Take this love to the least of me. All I'm asking is to be the change
So there was an announcement that I had overlooked, and that is that our very own Ann Southcombe, her Gorilla Girl movie is going to be on PBS December 6th. It's incredible. And you know, it's not about Ann. She's very low key on this. It's about what she represents. And it is an incredible journey that she has been on. And she is, I call her our very own advocate for animals, because she brings stuff to our awareness that we wouldn't normally see. And I just want to thank Ann for giving the community this beautiful movie, Gorilla Girl. So it's December 6th on PBS. I don't know what time. Check your local listings. 8 o'clock? Okay. Tune in. Check it out. Well, welcome to December. We are talking about wholeness this month, and our December theme is living as wholeness. You know, wholeness isn't something that you like go and find. It's something you already are. And different levels of the onion get uncovered, and we discover our wholeness. You don't have to be downloaded the 2.0 version of wholeness. It's already a factory install, but you have to have the technology to make it work. That's what this center is all about. That's what this teaching is all about, is remembering who you are. And today my title is called Embracing Wholeness. So I'd like to start off with a story about embracing wholeness. After years of searching for the ultimate truth, a seeker was told to go to a cave in which they would find a well, and the answer would be shown to them. Ask the well, what is truth? And the well will reveal the answer to you. They indeed found the cave and indeed the well. And they ask, what is truth? And from the depths of the well, there was a reply. Go to the village crossroad. There you shall find what you're seeking. Well, filled with hope, the seeker ran to the crossroad to find only 3 rather uninteresting shops. One of the shops was selling pieces of metal. The other was selling wood. And the third was selling thin pieces of wire. No one was there that seemed to have much to do with the truth that the seeker was seeking. Disappointed, the seeker returned to the well and demanded the explanation, but was told that in due time they would understand. Feeling that they had not received the answer, they left the cave and set out again on the quest seeking truth. Isn't that what we do? You know, we don't find what we want. You know, we're told the truth and we're like, that's not the truth I wanted. I thought truth looked different. Years passed, and as they grew older, they began moving more slowly, more deliberately through life. The seeker began to spend more time in their life being more present with what was before them to do. You found yourself here at this center. One night, as they were walking through their village, the sound of a beautiful guitar caught their attention. It was gorgeous, played with great mastery and inspiration. Deeply moved, the truth seeker sat before the guitar player. He looked at the musician's fingers moving over the strings and began to intently see the guitar itself. And in that moment, the truth that they had sought was revealed. The guitar was made of wires, pieces of metal, and wood, just like those they had seen before in the stores at the crossroads. They finally understood the meaning of the well, that they had already been given everything that they needed. The task is to assemble it. The individual parts of our lives are not so meaningful as long as we perceive them as separate fragments. But when we see the fragments together as whole, a deeper, more vital picture of reality and meaning emerges. Isn't this how life is? Things that used to confuse us all of a sudden make sense. At some point you wake up and go, oh, that's what that was about. But we have to be open to that. Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote on Science of Mind, page 414, the spark which burns at the center of our own soul is caught from the living and eternal flame of spirit. It's already there. I like to think of it as a blue cylinder of a flame that has never known harm, can never be extinguished. It travels with you everywhere you go, even in the next plane of existence. It came from the previous plane of existence, if you believe in that sort of thing. But it contains the universe itself. And as we turn into that, we remember who we are. Our charge then is to recognize, nurture, and express this divine spark of wholeness. We kindle this flame by living from our own divine center and recognizing it in others, even those that we may disagree with. Working for it in our communities and in the world, and looking for great way showers to inspire and guide us. In this, the universe knows itself as whole. You are perfect, whole, and complete, just like you are. Your imperfections are the facets in your diamond. They're what make you you. You have a favorite flavor of ice cream or gelato or whatever is your thing. You have your own favorite color. Maybe you have several. You have your own favorite football team or whatever team you're on or whatever sport you like. But it's yours. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can say that's wrong unless, I'm a Packer fan and you're a Bears fan. Let the controversy begin, right? But we each have our own experience of wholeness. And as we, especially at this time of season where we're starting to kind of celebrate why we're here, every year we have this wonderful thing called December where it gets cold and we retreat. We go into the inner fire of our own being to rekindle and look back at our year and kind of see where we may have missed the mark and where we could do things differently in the upcoming year. And then we set out to vision cast our new year. And we kind of project, what we want to see happen. This is a beautiful, wonderful time of the year. It is a magical time. There's something within us that yearns to discover what makes us whole. And as Ernest Holmes said, what you're looking for, you're looking with. We stumble over the flowers right on our doorstep looking for flowers in the world. And they're right where we are. To realize the peace and joy that we inherently know is our true birthright, we must look within. Everything says in the world, go out and get a job, go out and go to college, go out and get a relationship. And all of those things eventually turn us to go within. Isn't it funny? We have this, like a field trip. That's what this is. This little life you're living is a field trip. You are an event that God is having. You're a dream that source energy decided to dream. And you get to customize it. You get to say what colors you wear and what music you like or don't like. That's you. You get to be the universe. And nobody's going to say, oh, well, vanilla is wrong. How can vanilla be wrong? It's my favorite. So is chocolate, so is strawberry. But you're not wrong for what you love. You are whole. That's what makes you the being that you are. Source wants you to embrace this wholeness. And the key to living wholly is in the realm of our consciousness. Do you believe that you are perfect? Yes. Even when you drop something, or when you make a wrong turn somewhere in life, there are no wrong turns. Maybe that's the exact turn that Spirit wanted you to have for the experience. You know, we have these things called challenges in our life. We just want to get through as quickly as possible. You know, how do I heal this? I need the book. I need the latest book. I need to go see a therapist. Call my practitioner. Where's my practitioner? You are your best practitioner. This is why I encourage everyone to become a practitioner. You're already a practitioner. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, you're already practicing the awareness of source energy. But when you consciously use it with the wholeness that you are, something called a miracle happens. You are a miracle. Truly, you are the reason for the season. You know, they say Jesus is the reason for the season. It's one of those catchphrases. Well, you are the reason for the season. And Jesus too. Everyone is. Because there's not a spot where God is not. Our source is not. A life of wholeness flows through our experience only because it first flows through our consciousness. Spiritual consciousness is attained through practicing truth. So what's your practice? Do you have a formal circle that you cast? What is yours? What is your modality? Maybe it's gardening. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's, I don't know, fill in the blank. What's your ministry? Because you're a minister. You just don't have a license. That's okay. I just took a bunch more classes than you have yet. I got a title that went with it. It doesn't mean I know anymore. It just means I'm open to knowing more in this moment. But no matter what the challenges that we may face, we always have an infinite opportunity to see things rightly and to experience a healing. Are you open to a healing? Are you ready for your miracle? That's all we're doing is preparing for the miracle. And the miracle is already happening. You're already there. Because of our place in the heart of Spirit and by the power of our belief, we invite the perfect love of God to bring us the consciousness of wholeness that we already are. The master practitioner, Jesus, advised us that when we seek the kingdom of wholeness first, then all things will be added unto us. And our new thought approach to seeking the kingdom is to utilize the spiritual practice of prayer, meditation, visioning, and speaking affirmations. What if you knew that every word you spoke was a prayer? How would you criticize yourself if you knew you were speaking directly to the source energy? Oh, you creative genius, you. We start to change our adjectives pretty quickly. Oh, you are so creative in how you spread that across the floor. Other practices include gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. And in utilizing these tools and practices, we are immersed in the mind and the heart of complete unity consciousness. You are the divine made manifest. You are the miracle. And that's, what this whole season is about. all the lights, all the pageantry is about celebrating your miracle. You know, we're going to get into more miraculous energy as the month goes on. While seeking the sacred dimension of life is a good sound principle, we know that Spirit provided us tools for living an elegant life. Are you living an elegant life? I mean, what if you knew that you were living the exact life that you had set out to live? You don't have to try for it to be different anymore. God not only fashioned us after its own image and likeness, but we return the favor by creating our God in our image and likeness. So we think it's some guy up on a cloud with a clipboard and a bunch of, thunder and lightning bolts. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't. We acknowledge that controlling our conditions is not our highest spiritual calling, but exercising our dominion can help remove the distractions and disappointments, failures of feeling less than. What if your failures are part of your success? What was it? The guy that created the light bulb, Edison? Yeah, he tried like 500 times and got it wrong. Yeah, thousands of times and got it wrong. Could you imagine his face when he finally, like, the light went on? Right? The idea actually worked. He's like, I knew it would work. But after like the 5th time, if you went, this will never work, probably be sitting in the dark, right? Somebody would have figured it out. But he kept at it. The conditions for transformation are not present when people are hungry. That was Werner Bernhardt. The conditions for transformation are not present when people are hungry. Or as Dr. Michael Beckwith said, it's hard to be a light to the world when you can't pay your light bill. You know, we need to chop wood and carry water, do the basic stuff. And within doing those things, a miraculous thing happens. We discover ourselves. So we take charge of our life. We practice dominion by using prayer, something that makes sense to you, going into the source energy, meditation, or there's something that you already are, that when you connect with and unveil it, your divinity becomes reality. And in order to make ourselves whole, or to remember our wholeness, sometimes we have to go alone. Sometimes we have to get alone. You know, nature, for me, is the sanctuary. You know, when I'm outside and, I was walking the dogs yesterday and it was raining and I was drenched. I had little raincoats on them to try to keep them, so they wouldn't make such a mess. And by the end, I was carrying the raincoats. I was drenched, carrying dog poop bags in my hand. But I felt like one with the earth. I just felt like, you know what? I have a really good life. I have a beautiful life experience. These dogs love me, and I love them so much. And they were acting out a little bit, And I was just like, because I was preparing for this talk, I was like, how can I make my mundane life, carrying poop bags, and, having drenched, but I was at one with it, I mean, at first I was upset because I was hot. I was trying to get here to do rehearsal, and I had just taken a shower, and then I got a real shower, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be okay with this. I'm gonna dry my hair and change my shirt and go enjoy my day. But it's not perception of it that changes it, right? Nothing changed but my perception of it changed, which changed the experience. It's just like in life, we can't go back and change anything that happened to us. And, there's been some very challenging things people have walked through. And this isn't to minimize anything. But when we change our idea of what happened to us, we change what happened to us. It wasn't, they weren't out to get you. They did what they did. God bless them. That's on them. I'm perfect, whole, and complete right now. That's all I have control over. And when I stand in that truth, everything else falls away. Isn't that where the power is? Is being grateful. Living in gratitude changes everything. It attracts more gratitude and things to be grateful for. So our sense of wholeness often has to do with our experience. And our expectations have to do with our desire. I always say expectations are premeditated disappointments. Because what if you didn't expect it to work out? And then when it does, it is a miracle. And when it doesn't, you're like, I expected it not to work out. It's perfect. Look at this. It's perfect. But it's good to have expectations. You want things to go a certain way. You want vanilla to still taste like vanilla. Kara is a wonderful toy, but sometimes it wants to play somewhere else. So on our deepest level, our desires are actually our yearning to experience the qualities of God in our life. We just want to be source energy, don't we? Isn't that like if you knew that you were just so perfect right now, wouldn't you let all the judgment of yourself just fall away? We inherently know this deep within us, that we are pure wholeness, and we want to feel that joy. Joseph Campbell said, we all want to feel the rapture of being alive. The rapture of being alive. How great it is to be in challenge. Let's change that. How great it is to know that we're always doing the best we can. Challenges come and go. That's just part of the experience. Sometimes we try to experience this rapture through a relationship with someone else. Hence, we have expectations, and then they're not met, and we feel incomplete. Wholeness is not to be found in another person, but it is a different level to be discovered within yourself. When things don't go our way, it feels like a disappointment. We sometimes get upset or angry. But the more that we're aware that we are of the expectation, we're in the expectation, and we can drop that, the healthier our emotion is to live life the way it is. It doesn't mean that we don't want things to get better and better. It just means when they go sideways, we go, oh, I guess this is going sideways. I guess there's a new direction I need to go. It's not a disappointment. Just there's something else to be known here. So in conclusion, it is Spirit's great desire to give us the keys to the kingdom, which have already been given. And this life is whole. And to discover it within ourselves is what it's all about. We are created in the full expression of life and power. And that power created everything that is in the universe, including us. We have been given the ability to go deep in the heart of knowledge. That is where the truth is. Everything is about love. Our charge is to do the work of love. We are to cultivate the perception of oneness through our prayer and meditation, to experience this dominion by living mindfully, to look at why we have expectations, and understanding that what we are truly seeking is already within us. You are perfect, whole, and complete. And so it is. Well, it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. Let's go into prayer mode here and take a moment. I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe the energy of creation is to you. You can give it whatever name you want. God, Goddess, Christ consciousness, source energy. That's your business. But I think we can agree that there is something powerful going on that's creating everything. It is breathing our body and beating our heart. It is filling us with the love and the joy of the universe. It is bringing about all of our situations in our lives. But as we turn into this power turns into us, because there's only one of us here. During this miraculous time of the season, we are invited to raise our conscious awareness of our connection and our unity and our love of this universe. How powerful and good it is to remember who we are and to know our wholeness in a way that allows us to share it with all those in our universe. To open our energy field in a beautiful, loving, miraculous way that showers all those around us with the love of the universe. This is why we are here. We are the light workers. And now is the time to let your light so shine that the miraculous energy of the universe is always happening. And as we tap into the miracles, they become everyday experiences to us. And when something miraculous happens, we just smile and say, yep, I saw that coming. Because something wonderful is happening as who you are. All the right cells in your body are going to the right places for the perfect healing and wholeness. All the right situations are happening in your life for your ultimate awareness right now. So let us be grateful. Let us fill our hearts and beings with the joy of the universe. For something wonderful is happening by means of each one of us. It is easy to let go. Releasing anything that may have bound us to a previously limited idea so that we may emerge fully orbed into this moment as the miraculous being we are created to be. We give great thanks as we release this, knowing it is already so, and we affirm it by saying, so it is. Amen. Okay, it's time for our offertory. So let's read this together. If you want to take your offering in your hand and put it on your heart, or just your hand on your heart, if that's what you're giving, let's recite this today.
You give abundance of life. I know I am prosperous beyond measure, and so I give generously, and so it is.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, greeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells. Silver rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all this bustle, you'll hear, sing with me, silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring a ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Thank you, Tricia. That's why they call it Care of Fun. You just never know when the fun's gonna end. Well, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world, blessing the giver and the receiver. They allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available for those who are seeking to remember who they are, and even for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this entire community is blessed. And we give great thanks. And so it is.
So it is.
Okay, let's stand up and sing our final song.
All right, everybody kind of got things to do with narrow fun today. Here we go. All right.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año, felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Time for our benediction, so please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind.
It's happening in my mind,
In my body.
in my body,
And in the body of my affairs.
in the body of my affairs. I think it,
I feel it.
I feel it.
I know it.
I know it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is,
And just the way that it is not.
and just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Have an awesome week. Come back at noon for our community forum. See you then. Enjoy.